Oh, hey everybody, this is Kolrolf, and we're playing RimWorld. So I've been playing RimWorld for a few alphas now, and currently this is Beta 18 version, and this is going to be the last release before the full version occurring to the developer. To give a bit of an overview of the game for anyone who hasn't played or heard of RimWorld before, it's a colony sim set in the distant future on a remote planet. Your colonists have arrived via crashing or traveling to the planet, or even started as a tribal colony and are trying to survive on this backwater edge of the galaxy world. There's some evidence of previous destroyed civilizations and smattering of future tech lying around, but you're basically on a blasted world with a few other colonies, tribals, pirate factions around too. Yeah, try to survive. It's a rather unforgiving game, which makes it a lot of fun, makes it challenging, but yeah, it's very unforgiving. To give you an understanding of how I like to play games and to set the stage a little for the channel, I try to play games ethically, so not just do things because you can or because the game allows you to, just because it's in the game, but play with integrity. So, for example, with social interactions with the characters in the game, try to treat them with respect and help others in need. I find it enjoyable and makes the game come alive a bit more. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to start a new colony. It comes with a bunch of, the game comes with a bunch of preset scenarios. I'm going to be starting with Crash Landed, where you've got 3 colonists who, for whatever reason, their ship that they're traveling in breaks apart, and they are the sole survivors, with a bunch of gear crashed onto this RimWorld planet. So we're gonna start with that. For the storyteller, I'm going to choose Cassandra Classic. I'm going to go on rough. Not too terribly difficult, but a little bit of a challenge. And I'm also hoping that this series will kind of wrap up before the full release version of the game comes out, because I'd like to start a new series once that happens. And we'll also be playing on permadeath mode, so anything that happens. There's no going back, no save scrubbing, and I'm not going to save scrub. And if I make any bad choices, it's my own to deal with. Sure, we'll go with that seed, whatever. I like going with 100% global coverage. I just like seeing the whole world, no reason other than that. The only thing I find it really changes is that the spaceship event that can get you off the planet and usually ends up on the other side of the planet, whereas if you go with a smaller global coverage, it's closer because it hasn't populated the rest of the world. Whatever. Overall rainfall, overall temperature, I'm just going to leave with their normal settings, and let's generate this planet. Okay, so here we are with our world. So another thing I like to do, because it is crash landed, I'm just going to, before I do anything, I'm going to select the map size. I'm going to move it up to 300 by 300 cells, starting season auto, sharp, whatever. But I'm going to select a random site to start on. I'm not going to pre-select anywhere. Just, again, kind of going with the, we're crash landing, so we don't really have a choice where we're landing on the planet. We're just, here we are. So we're going to land here. Okay, temperate forest. Wow. Okay, we actually really lucked out with that start. We've got granite, slate, and limestone. I personally like all those stones. And we've got year-round growing, temperate forest. Wow. Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to look at factions. It looks like we've got one pirate faction, and yeah, it looks like 3 tribal factions with 1 developed faction. Okay. So next, let's go with our colonists. See what we get. Again, role-playing a bit, just because it's Crashland. I'm not going to be too picky on our characters. I'm mainly just going to be looking for no injuries on their health, and after that I'm just going to run with whatever it comes with. Actually, looking at the team skills, you know, I'm actually hoping no one's injured or has some sort of addiction, because that's not a half bad start, really. It's better than I usually roll to start with. Anyway, so Thomas here, yeah, not he's shooting melee animals, yeah, okay, but he's healthy. Wow, it's kind of unfortunate. It looks like a really good colonist, but like in terms of skills and whatnot, but ambrosia addiction is no big deal. It's the heart artery blockage minor. So basically that means her heart is failing, and that we might have, if we did go with her, we'd have to, well, get her a new heart, get her a transplant. Rough child. Candace. You know what? Yeah. Well, I did say no health, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to move these 2 down, and we're going to see who else. I'd almost start with this, just because all the skills and whatnot are so good. You know what? Maybe let's just go with that. I like to rename them to their proper names. So her name is Joshua and Candace. So yeah, so Candace has frostbite scar on her left foot, which means she's gonna walk a little slower. And then yeah, Joshua here has heart failure developing. Really depends if we can get to a point that we can get her heart transplant before she has a heart attack and passes. But yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna run with it. Growing's a little is poor. Who's our grower actually? Yeah, growing 2. So we might have a little bit of trouble with growing. Okay, yeah, let's go with it. Okay, so we'll start this up. So yeah, Thomas, Joshua, and Candace. Actually going against my rule of no health injuries, but alright, we're just going to go with it. We'll just have to deal with whatever comes. Okay, so let's get this started. Okay, so here we are. The 3 of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay, so here we are landing. I'm going to pause the game here and then get everyone situated. I'm actually gonna, well, let's see. All right, and Candace, oh, I forgot that Candace is incapable of violent. Okay, so it's just Thomas and Joshua here. So we're gonna give Joshua the revolver and Thomas the bolt action rifle. And Candace, we won't give you anything because you're not going to use it anyways. Okay, so I'm actually, Okay, so let's let these guys pick a few things up and throw up from your crypto sleep sickness. There you go. Okay, now I am gonna pause the game here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna look around the map a little bit just to see what we're in for, see where would be a good place to set up shop, and yeah, I'll get back to you in just a minute. Well, okay, just a little bit down from where we landed there. There's a lot of good rich soil here. I'm really thinking this might be a good place to start setting up. We've got a couple of choke points for defense, and there's more rich soil down here. I'm not sure if I would ever end up using that, but okay. There's a really nice spot here with 3 steam geysers. The only problem with it is there's no rich soil within reasonable distance. Otherwise, I would completely, set up shop here. This would be a great spot if there's just somewhere to grow our crops. There's even a little starting shack that we could work with. Oh well. Okay, so we're actually not going to be too far from where we landed. Let's put a door on that, and we'll put some bedrooms in there and start that as our initial our initial spot to sleep. And what else should we put in there? Let's start with the beds. We can worry about a few other things in a minute. And let's also set up a stockpile zone. Yeah, let's just put it over here. A little stockpile for... We'll end up moving this later and cleaning it up. Oops, there we go. Yeah, well, let's just dump everything in there for now, and then let's assign it to get a roof over there. There should be enough supports between the 2 buildings to do that. And let's also chop all the wood in there, and then we'll set up dumping stockpiles in a little bit. But for now, let's work with that and get them moving. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got a puppy too, Romeo, the Labrador Retriever. Well, hopefully you're not ill-fated like your namesake. Okay, I guess everyone's... Is anyone... Oh, that's right. I forgot to set priorities. Everyone's just going to wander around. Okay, let me get that set up, because that's not terribly interesting to watch either. So I've gone ahead and set up everyone's priorities, how I like to do it. Interestingly, usually I make it a little bit more complicated, but everyone had just a couple of roles that they were good at, and there wasn't too much overlap. So I felt that kind of worked out. We'll see if it works out. That should work out pretty well. Yeah, I guess the only problem with that kind of situation is if you lose one colonist to disease or to something that, you're kind of missing that role. But, it's part of the fun of the game. It's just dealing with problems and coming up with the best solution that you can without everyone dying or killing each other. Okay, what is everyone working on? Curious. Okay, they're all hauling. So actually, some hoping... Who was our constructor? So Candace and Joshua both are. So I guess that makes sense. If they haul all the wood here, we can get those beds made and start that going. I'll be living off packaged survival meals for a little bit, so until we get some food going. They're actually working on that really well. So okay, let's get a butcher's table and a actually, you know what? Maybe what we should do. Let's assign a few things to chopping wood. Assign a few things. Assign a few trees to be chopped so we can get some wood. Just do it right out in front of the house here. Maybe back of the house as well, just right around us. And then let's get let's expand on here quickly. And just get yeah, for now we're just going to make it as just kind of duplicate this. I'm not too worried about the layout or anything. And let's get let's just start with a fueled stove for now. Yep. And a butcher's table. I know it won't be outside for too long, and then that'll go away. Okay. So yeah, so this spot's a little close to the edge of the map, which you know, could be a problem. There's always a risk that a raid is going to start here on this side, and then they're right on your doorstep right to start. But really like this spot. I think we can, aside from that spot, which we can kind of put up some defenses pretty quickly. Now it's nice and defensible. All right. Let's see. Yeah, trees getting chopped. Good. I almost got the butcher's table. And, yep, there we go. There we go. Let's add some bills to butcher creature forever. Take the best stockpile, sure. We'll need to make, we'll need to figure out exactly where we want to start mapping everything out. This is just a little temporary setup. Oh, goodness. I guess I can do it when they're all asleep. Let's set up some growing zones. Should have done that earlier, but let's see. It looks like from here to here, that's a massive growing zone to start with, but we'll just do that. And please plant rice. You guys are planting rice, right? Yeah, okay, I got it in time. It's where they're going to start planting potatoes. They're going to not utilize all this rich soil to its best capacity. And let's also set a animal sleeping spot. We'll put it over here so Romeo isn't coming in and waking everyone up at strange hours. Okay, so we got rice started, a few planted. Let's right, there's a bear in the area. I noticed that earlier and I kind of forgot about him, but now he's migrated down right near us. Food's okay, I guess. I'll have to keep an eye on him. All right, let's see. I'm actually going to pause the game so I can map a bit of this out. I'll come back when I get my mind wrapped around exactly how I want this to lay out, because it'll probably take a little bit. Okay, get you in a bit. Okay, so I've set up just a few things here. So right now I've got a layout for the freezer as well as the expansion of the freezer later. I like to map it out now so I don't accidentally build something here and then realize that I can't expand my freezer. And that should be large enough to suit most of our needs through quite a bit of the game. A little kitchen area down here and a little butcher area. I like to keep them separate so the blood from the butchering doesn't, affect the quality, the cleanliness of the kitchen and whatnot. And like to set everything right beside the growing zone area, so that way it's really quick to harvest and place all our food. I may actually have a little raw food storage freezer down here. Not sure yet. We'll see. Yeah, I think we'll start with that. Oh, I should go around and yeah, ready to be harvest. Let's harvest a few of these that are ready. A little bit of extra food. Excuse me, is good. Oh, it's quite a few. I hadn't noticed that yet, so that's a little added bonus. You, Mr. Bear, or I guess Mrs. Bear. Oops. Mrs. Bear. Yeah, really appreciate it if you could just go away, wander somewhere else, a little further away. Make us feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. So we got how many? Oh yeah, our meals are up here. 4. Did we not haul everything? We have not hauled everything. Okay, guys, bring the food closer, please. Joshua, if you're hauling steel, you can haul food, please. No. There we go. I know I selected all the steel and unforbidded it, but you need the food. You can't eat metal. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to... There we go. Okay. Can't remember, or I couldn't remember how to, whether it was shift click or what the order was. It's shift right click to prioritize a couple of things in a row. So she'll keep hauling all that, those packaged survival meals, and won't get distracted with anything else. She'll complete that task before she completes anything else. Alright, well yeah, we've got rice being planted. It's good. We've got barracks set up. Awful, shoddy, and poor. That's terrible, but we'll make more later, I guess, and get better beds. Maybe the next thing to do is start, yeah, like I've planned this out, but let's get this planted, and then I'll actually drop plans to be built here. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of wood. I'm going to start with wood, just because it's easy. We've got it. It's readily available. And actually, to that, let's assign a few more of these trees, and all the trees in here. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I guess those 2 are... Those 3 trees there, 4, I guess, are not mature enough to bother with right now. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, so I think we got a good start here. Oh, goodness. You know what I forgot to do? Add bill. Cook simple meal. Do until you have... there's 3 of us, so I'll go with... with 12 to start with, and pause when you have... 9. So that'll be try to keep 4 meals for everyone, and unpause when we get down to 3 meals for everyone. Gives us a little bit of buffer. Bear is not left yet. Go away, bear. Okay, well I think I'm going to leave it there for now. We got a good start. I guess in the morning we'll start working on the kitchen and the... I know I've already got this, but start in the freezer area, as well as start on some crafting and some proper bedrooms for everyone, because they're not going to want to sleep all in the same room together for too much longer. But alright, I think we'll leave it there, like I said, and yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.